When I started playing Final Fantasy XIV, I didn't think I was going to play Kingdom Hearts. And yet, every single fucking plot point...
There's no Heartless.
There's no Heartless, there's no Nobodies, and there's no whatever the weird third ones were.
People.
No.
Zehanort.
You're so close. You're
The
so
Council
close.
of 13.
No,
what are they called?
They are Organization
That's
13.
right.
Yeah.
There is kind of an Organization 13.
Yeah,
it's the
they're
bad
called
guys.
the Asians. Yeah. Literally, it's like Xehanort is Emmett Selk, or in this case, La Habrea for Realm Reborn, for all intents and purposes, because he wears the big black coat.
And he possesses people.
Yep.
I don't really know what Xehanort's whole deal is. I'm not a Kingdom Hearts guy.
What's his name? Zensum, or whatever his name is?
Ansem?
Ansem is different. Zenmus, thank you, yes.
Why do I know this? I've never played a Kingdom Hearts game.
You have a knack for just picking up random pop culture bullshit
That's right.
and going...
If only there was a way
to purge it out of you.
To monetize this.
Liam, I'm going to introduce you to
I guess we have. It's called JoJo's World.
No, I was going to say Comic-Con, but that's fine. You just show up at Comic-Con, you're like, hey, what's up? I have a panel happening. And people come and see you because they're crazy. But they love you.
JoJo's World live show coming to
no one. You know Good Games Morley?
I've heard of it.
So recently, our friends, who I need to circle back to later.
Interesting. I want to unpack.
Okay, all right. There's two links here. There's two links I need to unpack. Good Games Morley recently did a live show here in Perth because they're from Perth.
Now, why do we care about Good Games Morley? Tell the listeners.
Good Games Morley have a weird amount of global clout. Morley is in Perth, where you and I reside.
Allegedly.
Supposedly. According to the masses that we
want you to think.
Yeah. Now, Morley...
Actually, we're in California. We're beach babes.
Shh, stop. Don't tell them that. Good Games Morley make all these, like absurd, I guess, TikToks.
They're doing little skits.
Yeah, they're doing little skits. They're having a good time about Magic the Gathering and, running a game store in 2026. Year of our Lord and Savior, Shinji Murakami.
They're doing shit like, can I just print these out at home?
Well, yeah, but then
we'll go out of business.
Yeah, and then...
I've never seen any of these sketches. I'm just imagining.
One of them is literally, hey, I brought my husband in... to play Magic the Gathering for the day.
Can you mind him while I go and do my shopping?
Yeah, literally, it's like, it's daycare. Yeah.
Adult daycare.
And then he's like, now have a seat here. This is the commander table.
Used to be you had to fight over the one bench in the shoe store while women be shopping.
Man.
JoJo's World, we're a gender essentialist podcast now.
We're boomers now.
That's right.
So
women be shopping, and guys, they be playing Magic the Gathering.
Yeah. So,
guys be...
You're really trying to be sexist right now.
Guys be gathering.
Guys be gathering?
Yeah.
What does that mean, Liam? What does that mean? Guys be gathering.
Okay, it's a hunter...
Sorry, say more.
It's a hunter-gatherer... Speak on that? It's a hunter-gatherer society. And the Chads are out hunting animals and winning bread for the tribe. And the rest of the losers are at home playing Magic the Gathering.
If I had to bring this back to Dandadan, are we saying Kinta is us?
Which one's Kinta?
He's the Gundam one.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, the Dundam one. Because on the thing it says
Dandadan.
Yeah. And then Okarun is one of the Chads.
No,
because
GG.
No. GG is a Sigma, right? Above the Chad.
No, I think you've got this wrong.
Oh, no.
I think your taxonomy is all off. Like, obviously, this is all bullshit. And obviously, like, the whole concept of alphas is based off discredited research about wolves, so we shouldn't even dignify it with discussion. But
the point is...
If we were to map those archetypes to these characters, it would obviously be Alpha Gigi, Beta Okarun,
of course,
and Sigma Kinta.
Sigma Kinta. Sigma's the top dog, though.
No, because it's like the whole bullshit. Like, this is even double more bullshit.
Okay.
But the whole thing about, like, guys self-identifying as Sigma males is that they were the biggest losers you've ever heard of. You know? But they thought they were the top dogs, even though...
Right. The Sigma grind set is actually the
it's like I'm outside the traditional hierarchy of masculinity. I'm a Sigma male.
And you're like, what are your interests?
You're like Sigma balls. I said that wrong in 2 ways.
I believe it's Sugon, but that's neither here nor there. Now, the 2 links I was going to make to our friends.
Yeah, circle back to our friends.
All right, one...
Nick, you need to circle back to our friends. You're neglecting them.
Sorry, can we take that offline? Just that remark? Can we just take that?
Well, if we bring it to the coalface, then...
Yeah.
We'll get filthy.
Yeah, it's like chalk and cheese, you know?
Delicious.
I hate that saying. Anyway.
You get a sensory thing when you think about putting chalk in your mouth?
Yeah, I do. Or like chalk under my nails.
Oh, okay.
For some reason. I'm like, ugh. Anyway, our friends that we're playing Final Fantasy 14
that
with
we
right
allegedly have.
Yep. So we're we're playing Final Fantasy 14 with our friends right now,
yes.
And I'm gonna say recklessly, absolute fool that I was, said none of our friends listen to this podcast.
Oh, you've been called out on the fact that one of our friends listens to our podcast.
Literally, the next time I open up Final Fantasy 14
and Discord
at the same time, like a fool.
Wow, powerful computer.
Literally. Our friend, who we'll just call Giga Chad McGee.
Don't do that.
Okay, we'll call him Normal Chad McGee.
I hate you so much.
And he literally just went, hey, Nick, you know how you said no one listens to the podcast? I went,
yeah, can you also stop saying no one listens to the podcast? People listen to the podcast.
No one listens to the podcast, Liam. No one. I firmly believe.
It's not like I feel like we need to build clout or anything, but we don't need to needlessly minimize. Yeah.
I honestly feel as though every creator ever will just be like, oh, no one really listened to this thing. And you're like, you're the Beatles.
Yeah, the standard impulse is to, unprompted, when you're talking about your thing, be like, oh, no one really listens to it. But when someone has the temerity to say no one listens to it, you have to be like, oh, excuse me, our numbers show.
So I have to sell.
Yeah.
I have to be the guy who is like, hey, look, people listen to my bullshit, and you have to respect that.
Well, they're certainly not coming from mine.
Yikes. We can improve that. Just stop making sense, and then you'll have the same...
Stop making sense. What is that? Is that a movie?
No. As in...
Look, you were telling a rambling anecdote before I got you off course.
Yes. So that's the first link to our friends. Second link to our friends and Good Games Morley is that I have a friend who knows someone at Good Games Morley.
Okay.
Because they're in the same kind of friendship group.
Sure.
Right? And he quite literally was like, I'm really struggling. Like, I'm not finding the meaning, like, in doing things anymore. And I'm sitting there going, wow, this is really deep.
Depression.
Yeah, you've got mad depression. He's like, yeah, but I know someone from Good Games Morley.
What's the anhedonia?
Like, yeah. But I just sit there going, so the things that you're telling me are, you don't feel any meaning in life and things aren't going well. And he's like, yeah, well, I mean, things are going great.
But you're a moderately popular content creator.
Yeah. And he's like, so I've got that.
Or,
I'm like,
if we're going to big up ourselves,
yeah,
he knows 2 moderately popular content creators.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've been put in my fucking place.
I expect they're in order of magnitude more popular than us. But
absolutely.
You've got to back yourself.
Just to put it out there, they have done collabs with people in America.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Rove McManus.
For some insane reason.
Who famously worked on, say it with me,
Rove
Little
Live.
Elvis Jones.
He what? Get the fuck out of here. He was on Little Elvis Jones?
That's right. We were talking about Little Elvis Jones before we started recording because we're cultured.
Yeah. Famous Australian kids show from the...
90s.
2000s?
90s.
90s. About a little boy who loves marbles and Elvis.
And whose dad might be Elvis.
We're not fully sure. Jury's out. Can't remember what happened.
Outback Western Australia at a truck stop.
Is it in Alice Springs?
I think it's maybe an Alice Springs type location.
Yeah. Certainly Alice Springs in the 90s. Yeah.
It might also be like a what's that fucking town I can never remember the name of, Nick? Where everyone lives underground.
Oh, in the opal mines?
Yeah.
No idea.
Because there's all of those opal-based marbles that is a recurring MacGuffin in the show.
But that was because of the closed down mine, where there are no ghosts in there. I'm tapping my nose at Liam. There's no ghosts.
Genuinely can't remember what the ghost situation in this show might be.
I'm 99% sure almost every episode involves some kind of
ghost.
But
I keep interrupting you.
Yes. My point...
and I won't be stopping now. No. Go on.
My point is, Liam, we got good friends in high places.
And you've got to
You got to respect that.
You got to acknowledge and cherish what matters to you, which is good friends.
Yeah.
No. The
The hell is that?
That was not a good rendition of the Friends opening theme song.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's a much better. That's way, way better. Let's never do what we did before ever again.
Nick, you don't need to say we. I appreciate the generosity of that. But you don't need to say we.
I need to be.
I can take it. I've got the vitamin now.
No. Okay, you need to.
Again, I'm referencing things we talked about pre-mic.
Liam's been taking this vitamin recently.
B12. I had a deficiency, and now that I'm not,
he's
deficient.
He's a changed man.
The world's my oyster.
Yeah, you were saying you don't have headaches now.
I don't have headaches. I don't have nausea.
All from taking B12.
That's right.
Are you going to be like that juice guy?
I'm more powerful than ever. I'm like that juice guy. Milk Juice, the creator of the JoJo's World theme songs, aka Nick Valentine.
That's me.
Should we start this podcast?
Well, I guess so, yeah. You've got the vitamin.
Have you finished your...
Yeah.
Okay.
I never had any point with either of those points.
That's the JoJo's World promise. And JoJo's World is, of course, our JoJo's Bizarre Adventure recap and discussion podcast, where today we're talking about the final 2 episodes of Season 2 of Dandadan. Of course, entitled...
Go on.
Oh, it's a giant kaiju, innit?
That's genuinely, that's close enough.
We got a big old robot to punch that kaiju.
That's what you think episode 24 is called?
Yeah.
Oh shit, there's an ad in the way. Hang on.
The internet is getting worse.
Clash, space kaiju versus giant robot.
Yeah.
No, not yet. Okay, alright, fine. I'll let you have this one.
Quite a appropriate couple of episodes to watch before we segue into Evangelion next episode.
Indeed. I feel like when you say that, I don't understand what Evangelion is anymore.
Well, there's giant robot fights.
Yeah, but this is the meme of something like repressed trauma, depression, father issues, lineage,
the Bible,
hey, and then over. Oh, hey, cool robot.
Cool robot.
Yeah. But
I mean, that's about Gundam primarily, I think. But
yeah,
it's applicable.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I also think that anytime you keep saying, "Oh, it's like Evangelion," I go, "How is this like Evangelion?" Because I assumed that Evangelion was about giant robot fight cube.
There's plenty of that. There's plenty of cube.
There's plenty of cubes in Evangelion. But I don't understand it anymore because I thought I knew what it was and now I'm deeply unsure.
But we'll get to find out and it's going to be exciting. And we probably won't finish all of it before Steel Ball Run resuming on September 25th, I believe.
Okay.
Which was announced on last Friday, which because of time zones would have roughly aligned when we were originally due to record this very episode, except for the fact that Nick was sick and we had to delay it a week.
And now I'm not sick. I'm better than ever.
That's right.
I'm strong as hell. Cool.
So we're very excited for part 2 of Steel Ball Run. Nick, I assume you haven't watched the trailer?
There's a trailer?
Yeah.
Oh, nope.
Well, perhaps we can do that at the top of next ep or something.
This makes sense.
I haven't discussed the plan with you yet, so we may not commit to it, but my thinking is we will just...
We have a plan?
Drop Evangelion mid-season when Steel Ball Run resumes, because that's priority number run.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then circle back to it. When the time is right.
Yeah. Which, of course, will be as soon as the next part comes out.
Yeah, I believe it's an 11-episode Steel Ball Run series. Dropping weekly, Fridays. JoJo Friday's back. Everyone's very excited about that. Doesn't really affect me.
We're already going to be like, listen, we've seen it. We're fine.
It's like we talked about when we were originally talking about the Steel Ball Run announcement. Because the pod has that baked-in fortnightly cadence, it doesn't really affect our experience.
Yeah, no. Well, my experience. Your experience is clearly
My experience is, of course, golden.
I really hope this picks up on the mic, but
Yeah, that generally picks up.
Okay, great. I'm sure it's not annoying to edit at all.
I mean, the podcast is annoying to edit. I mean, I'm annoyed I have to record and edit in the same weekend.
Yeah, no, I would also be annoyed.
No, I'm just kidding around. It's fine. Yes, so we're very excited for that. They're doing 11 episodes covering, I believe, stages 2 and 3 of the Steel Ball Run.
How many stages are there again?
Who cares?
15? I don't know.
Maybe like 10 or 11. It doesn't matter. The point being, by the time we finish podding about those, we may or may not know when future episodes are due to drop. That'd be 22 weeks down the line.
Yeah.
So we'll just take it as it comes.
But also, new Evangelion coming.
We're not doing new Evangelion.
New Evangelion.
We'll be doing, I've decided this, and I think I've already told you.
Yeah.
We're doing the 1990s English dub with Spike Spencer as Shinji Ikari and a bunch of other people I don't know.
Okay. We're doing strong English.
We're doing original OG English Evangelion, not the somewhat controversial
the Netflix
release,
sub.
which I saw a bunch of discourse about but didn't care to pay close enough attention to. We're going to do the one that I know is good.
Okay, all right.
And we're going to do it Trigun style, English dub,
Hell yeah.
with the subtitles on for photo notes purposes,
Yeah.
and taking advantage of dub as privilege so that I can put some clips in if I so choose.
Okay. New Evangelion.
Yoko Taro.
The only two things
New
I know
Evangelion
about.
is, of course, the raid series appearing in Final Fantasy XIV.
It is a 14-hour raid. No, the only two things I know about New Evangelion is it's being directed by Yoko Taro, who did Nier Automata.
Yep.
And the soundtrack is being done by Keiichi Okuba, I think is his last name. The guy who did the soundtrack for Nier Automata.
Okay.
So I'm guessing...
So you think 2B is going to be in this?
I genuinely think it's just going to be Nier Automata with an Evangelion skin. Where they're just like, hey, it's okay to be alive.
I mean, that's kind of Evangelion already.
Oh, this actually
I mean,
makes...
it's a bit reductive, but that is kind of applicable to Evangelion too.
When you learn at the end of Evangelion, I'm allowed to live.
And then everyone claps. You know about this.
Well, I know about the clapping. I don't really know the full context.
Okay, well, you'll find out.
Yeah.
I look forward to sharing and also reminding myself what this show is. But we should talk about Daniel Dadden.
Daniel Dan Dandan.
We pick up... Oh, do you have anything else to say?
I have one thing to say, which is you have 1 minute, sir, to summarize what happened in this episode, starting now.
The kaiju is big, and they're fighting it, and they hook up with Gigi and Ira. So all the 5 protagonists, including the new boy Kinta, are brawling with this robot, this kaiju, and getting their shit pushed in. Gigi turns into the evil eye at some point after running away with Kinta. Meanwhile, Ira, Momo, and Okarun stay behind to fight it. It doesn't go well. They escape to the shrine that they live in and use the cubes to turn it into a big robot, which Kinta's obsessive understanding of mecha means he's adept at piloting. And they have a big robot brawl, a lot of jokes about how poorly this robot is made and how poorly ill-suited they are to piloting it. But eventually they win, and then they unzip it, and there's a beautiful alien lady inside.
How beautiful is she?
She has green hair and classic alien antennae. And that they smooch. That is to say, it's...
You're out of time, punk.
Momo steps outside and sees a delicious smooch between Okarun and this previously unconscious alien babe. And she is shocked, and that's the end of the season.
Yeah. Same shot as the first episode when she learns about Ken's real name.
And then the big explosion happened behind her.
Exactly, because she smushed the cube. When you smush a cube...
You smush God.
And thus the explosion of Revelation occurs.
That's right.
Yeah.
The Book of Revelation.
What is the Book of Revelation?
That's the one as a apocalypse prophecy, blah, blah, blah.
Is that the Mormon one?
Nah, that's Bible shit.
Okay.
I'm not a biblical scholar.
I
wasn't even raised religious.
This might
but
shock
it's got
you.
like,
No clue. It's got stuff in
biblical apocalypse prophecy.
Biblical-
4 horsemen,
Yeah.
etc.
Darksiders?
Darksiders.
Yeah, okay.
War.
Great. 4 horsemen, war, pestilence, famine, death.
Look, this isn't an original observation by any means. But the absolute balls of, was it THQ, the creators of Darksiders?
THQ Nordic, yeah.
In making Darksiders 1, the game, the Zelda-like where you play as War, the Horsemen of Apocalypse, and fight gods and angels and devils.
Yeah.
Ending on a cliffhanger being like, and the other 4 horsemen are coming to help me now. And then making 3 prequels about those other 4 horsemen before advancing that narrative hook in any way, including going out of business several times, as I understand it.
Wait,
and,
were there
new
3
companies
prequels?
acquiring the IP.
For Darksiders,
Yep.
yeah.
Insane.
I didn't realize they made 3 prequels about them. I thought it was Darksiders.
I'm pretty sure it's 3. It could be 2.
Because I thought it went Darksiders was about war.
Yep. Darksiders 2 was a prequel about death.
Oh, was Darksiders 2 a prequel?
Yeah.
Oh, and then Darksiders 3 is about the lady with the whip.
Fury.
And then Darksiders 4
and
is
then
about war.
they made a Diablo-like about Fury and another one. That could have been 3, I'm not sure.
Okay, understood. That's really dumb.
Yeah. And now, I don't know if it's out yet, but now there's the prophecy. There's the promise of advancing that narrative.
Mate, can I just say, Darksiders 1, 2010, Darksiders 2, 2012, so only 2 years, that's pretty good. And then they had, for some reason...
You know what the worst decision I ever made was?
What?
Trading in my original Xbox copy of Dark Souls for a copy of Darksiders.
Oh, Liam. You didn't know what you did at the time.
I didn't. Dark Souls wasn't big yet.
I need to... Okay, so it goes Darksiders, then Darksiders 2 in 2012, right? In 2015, they start, like, the remasters.
Yep.
And they go with Darksiders 2, Death Definitive Edition.
Yeah.
And then 2016, Darksiders 1, War Mastered Edition. Why in that order, I don't know. Forget about it. 2018, Darksiders 3. 2019, Darksiders Genesis, which is the top-down hack and slash one. Darksiders 4, TBA. So it's been 7 years, and we're still waiting.
Since the last game,
the last game.
And it's been 16 years since that cliffhanger.
Yeah. That's nice.
Genius.
Truly an inspired game franchise that we could learn something from, you know?
The only game franchise with the gutsiness to ask, what if Zelda was Mortal Kombat? But what are we talking about today?
Well, we're talking about Dandadan. About kaiju.
Look, I feel like...
About Ultraman.
We have been... this has been one of our more off-track episodes so far, but honestly, there's not a huge amount to talk about in this first episode.
Yeah, the first step is basically they learn how to fight.
They're fighting...
Which is that they don't.
The big kaiju. And this is true of the both of these episodes, but especially the first one. The 4 protagonists just being each other's own worst enemies. Ira and Momo bickering and as a result distracting each other so they get hit by big kaiju attacks.
Yep. I'm pretty sure in this first episode, Okarun ejects himself almost immediately.
That's the second one.
There's a second
because
one?
they're in the mech.
They're in the mech. Oh, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Look, it's just worth noting, obviously Dandadan, it loves doing its stylistic color palette stuff. They are in the ghost zone for the entirety of this fight, in that they're in a big abandoned city version of their own city. The sky is black, and everything is bathed in a sort of blue-green light, and only lit by the lights of presumably empty skyscrapers and apartment buildings.
Yeah, so we even get a shot at some point of the big kaiju looking inside an office building. No one's there.
It's a very evocative shot. It's giving like King Kong or Godzilla.
And then literally just headbutting it.
Yeah.
And it's great. We love it.
Look, obviously they're setting up something with this ending up being a suit with an alien babe in it. But I did feel like this was kind of like, beyond the promise of kaiju just being cool in general, this was kind of our least personality-full opponent so far.
Yeah. In that it's just a big... Oh, actually, I do have something to say about it. Our boy, Strike 3, known patron of the past, they came through...
Patron of the past!
They came through by saying that this kaiju specifically is very, very reminiscent of an Ultraman kaiju.
I said it. I said as much. It's always Ultraman.
Named Gamora, who you may or may not know.
I don't.
They did send me a video.
I don't know anything about Ultraman.
They basically have like 3 horns, like one on the front, on the like snout, and then a couple that are like big devil horns. And does something very similar, like the lightning shooting thing, I think. I'm gonna find a little picture. Here we go. So here's a little video. That's what Gamora looks like.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
And they're just, big horny fellow, big guy.
Do I make you horny, baby? I'm Gamora.
It's me, Gamora.
Where's my best friend, Sodom?
Sodom?
Do I sodomize you, baby?
But yeah, no. So Strike 3 let me know that, yes, that is absolutely the reference.
Sure.
I'm like, great, absolutely that is the reference. And, it just does a bunch of kaiju attacks this whole episode. Ira and Momo are jumping around doing stuff, but there's nothing.
Yeah, I feel like we don't really need to go
impactful.
through much of this first episode in terms of plot events, because it's just a bunch of
jumping,
fighting,
and it's good. It's good stuff. Cool. But the only real thing we need to note is that Kinta and Gigi.
Kinta, for those who may not remember, is the sort of Wario to Okarun's
Mario.
Yeah,
or Luigi.
Mario.
Yeah, no.
Sort of Wakarun.
A Wakarun.
Not to be confused with Waka from Final Fantasy X.
I was thinking more like Pac-Man-esque.
Waka.
Exactly.
Because he loves to eat.
You son of a bit. So they are basically immediately upon witnessing the gigantic kaiju, Gigi is told, hey, run the fuck away with Kinta because neither of you are going to be good here.
Yeah, because they're managing Gigi. They don't want him to get possessed. And Kinta is a annoying waste of space.
You know, I wish there was a better way of phrasing it, but there isn't. He's just sort of the worst.
Long story short, they run away with Gigi piggybacking Kinta, but eventually Kinta starts to sweat, and his sweat gets on Gigi, turning him into the evil eye.
Yep.
Initially, he managed to suppress it, but then
a
second sweat blast has hit the Gigi.
It's literally like he does like please don't rub your head against mine because your sweat is too cool for me. And then he gets this one little bead of sweat on and he pulls it back. He's like, oh, I'm Gigi, I'm cool. Now, Kinta, don't do that again. And Kinta, like a dog, like a literal dog, just like sways or like shakes his head or something, and all the sweat on his body goes off, and then snap, that's it. He's evil eye.
And so then he just spends the rest of the two-parter running around screaming about how he wants to fight. And this was kind of an opinion that Kinta was already forming about Gigi just from his own prejudices, but this cements his opinion that Gigi is a sort of two-faced popular boy who pretends to be nice but is really cruel.
Yeah, because deep down he's got that evil eye. But we know. You know, we know. Yeah.
Look, a couple of moments that are worth highlighting in terms of the brawl with the kaiju. At one point, Ira, who is using her hair powers to flip around the city, suspends herself from like 5 different points. And to me, it looks a lot like Kakyoin's 100-meter emerald splash from the fight with Dio.
Yep.
I don't know if that's a deliberate illusion, but it was giving the same. You know,
it gives the vibes.
Suspending oneself in the sky from strands. There's only so many things you can look like, but it was giving it to me. And then she like uses her hair to huck cars and signs at him. It's pretty cool.
It's so good. And the whole time they're just bickering at each other that like, hey, you know, I'm the leader. I'm Ira. I'm great.
Yeah, Ira keeps insisting she's the leader and they should refer to her as leader, and Momo is sassing her, and as a result they keep distracting each other and getting beat up.
Yeah.
Momo does a cool thing. The kaiju shoots green electricity from its horn, and she uses her mind hands to clap her hands together and catch it like a samurai catching a blade coming towards its head. Yeah. And at one point she like hucks a heap of electricity back at it. It's cool.
It's good stuff. But ultimately I think they just sort of, you know, barely pacify it, you know, after it goes...
Okarun has a flashback about his cryptid magazines and exposits/speculates that it's absorbing an unknown cosmic energy and turning that into electricity and invisibility.
It makes sense, though.
It makes perfect sense.
It makes sense. What are you talking about? We've all
It makes the amount of sense this show needs to make to do its thing.
Exactly, which is the bare minimum.
There's another good moment where after they landed a substantial hit on it, the dust clears and it seems to have vanished. So Ira turns back into her human form and is like, clearly it ran away from a powerful, pretty soldier like me. And then it's obviously invisible, so it smashes her.
Yeah. But they eventually pacify it by just, you know, whacking it, more or less.
More or less.
Yeah. They don't really do much in the way of teamwork.
They run away, ultimately.
Yeah. They barely pacify it and then run. And they're like, okay, we'll meet back at the house.
After that invisible attack, Okarun had to use his second speed burst to save Ira from getting absolutely munted.
Yeah.
You remember munted?
Oh, that was a word. I'm pretty sure that word is still used with like tradies. Yeah. But that's about it.
And so he's basically immobile. And so Momo is suspending them both above her head with telekinesis and sprinting home and getting really exhausted.
Yeah. And once they're home, they're like, whew, well.
Hopefully the shrine barrier will keep it out of here for now. And when they go back into the shrine, it's back to normal sky, normal lighting.
Yeah.
But crucially, it's revealed that Ira has been conscious the whole time. They thought she was knocked out, and she's just been cuddling Okarun, taking the opportunity.
And Momo splits them up and is all like, hey.
She says, since when were you faking it, you skank? Give me back the steps that brought you all the way here.
So fucking good. The insults in this show are truly delicious. Like, they are delicious insults.
The other boys show up. Evil Eye has assumed that it must be Tuesday, the day that he gets to fight Okarun, but it's not. That's the end of that.
I believe Okarun's whole thing is, no, this is very far from that day. And Evil Eye's like, but I want to fight. I want to do it. Which will be important later.
Oh, and they quickly establish that Granny Psycho is off in another prefecture for a TV gig today. No mention of where Turbo Granny is, but that's not important.
Oh, she probably just went along for the free food.
Who could blame?
Yeah.
Craft services? Get some crafty for Turbo Granny?
Dude.
Some Turbo crafty?
I watched a video about someone who does craft services on, TV show sets and stuff like that. And literally you go there and they just have like M&Ms and like nerds. They have
yeah, but what about the food?
Fucking boom. Fucking blammo. Look at him. He's so funny. But like I saw that and was like, wait, but where's the nutritious food? And they're like, well, that happens at lunch. And then people need a sugar high.
So true.
And I was like, damn, okay. Apparently they just run out of like these lollies every day. And they're like, well, we got to fund, we need the lollies in this office.
Yeah.
I've never
I
seen
can't act with low blood sugar unless I'm playing someone with low blood sugar.
Damn. You know, when you phrase it like that does make a lot of
Using
sense.
the method of acting, which means I get to be a fuckwit.
Is method acting? This is a legit question now.
Okay.
Is method acting just another word of saying toxically masculine form of interpreting
That's
acting?
the thing, you don't hear a lot about female actors using the method.
Yeah.
It's mostly your Jared Leto sending people rats in the mail and shit.
Or like Jack Nicholson purposefully freaking out, what's her name?
But does that mean that more women are using it and just aren't being psycho about it? Who's to say?
Or maybe they just aren't using it because it's not real. But like, what is the method?
It's like an immersive characterization thing. Like, you only refer to me by my character name on set. I'm going to be in character the whole time.
But that's like Daniel Day-Lewis style.
Yeah. That's his whole thing. He's a method actor.
Oh, but he's never sent anyone rats in the mail.
He's not a psycho, I assume, and he's also not like playing the Joker or whatever.
Right. But if we said, hey, Daniel Day-Lewis, can you please play, I don't know, let's just say Magneto from X-Men.
Yeah, he's going to be wandering around set being like, why can't I move this fork with my mind?
Like, what the fuck do you do at that point? Do you just go, well, I can't possibly have mutant powers, therefore can't apply the method, therefore... Like, you can lie. You can just...
That's acting, baby.
That's
acting is lying.
What's the Ian McKellen thing where it's like, now, I'm going to teach you something very important.
It's from Extras or something?
Yeah. He's like, acting, you just lie, but people, they don't know that you're lying. I'm not actually a wizard, but I'm Gandalf.
Yep.
And that's it. That's the whole bit. But then what
Chalk up another recounted Extras bit, joining the hallowed halls of On the Grass.
On the Grass. I'm sure there's another one that I've done a million times that don't even know. And Ian McKellen. What a guy.
Yeah, we like Ian McKellen.
Bitch, please. Great bit. Anyway, point being,
the only
they're
other
all
thing
back.
I want to highlight, which I was just checking while I was flicking through my photo notes while we were having that
on that diatribe.
Delightful discussion.
Yeah. Your face.
Momo in the subtitles is referring to Kinta by the nickname Perv.
Yep.
I was listening to the dialogue while we were watching, and it sounds like in Japan she might be saying eroske, where ero is obviously like erotic.
Erotic kind of.
Ske is like a suffix that for a name, you're like a Josuke.
Yeah, Sasuke.
Norosuke.
Yeah. Erotic ske. It'd be like
Pervske.
Pervske.
Is how you might, if you wanted to include the suffix in, if you were anglicizing it.
Yeah.
What you might say.
I'm trying to think of a way that I can have my name, but like in that sort of, like half of my name is bad, half my name is good. But it's impossible because...
Half your name is bad and half your name is good.
Yeah, so like Nico cunt, but like better than that.
What's wrong with you?
I'm just like if there was a suffix of that, it's like half my name can be bad. But I guess we do it
to reflect how half of you is bad.
Yeah, but the thing is, there's not like half of
You're
me.
A fascinating man,
But
Nick.
it's not like half of me is something and another half is something.
Oh, you're kind of like a...
yeah, I'm one person.
Yeah, but you've made up of two distinct halves, where one is good and one is evil.
One's bad.
Yeah.
You see where I'm going with this now? Yeah. So I have Nick.
You're kind of like a one face.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. I'm a two-faced, one-faced guy.
Because two halves make a whole, as we know.
Exactly. Unless, of course, you're one face. In which case you have one face.
That's right.
But that's wrong and disgusting.
Or if you're wearing a mask over your face, then you might be a kind of two-face. Like if you wear like a mask of a bat or something.
Oh, yeah. I'm with you, yeah. Or if... or, I was about to say, or if you're just a liar?
Sure.
Is that something? Is that anything?
Oh, you mean an actor?
My apologies. You're absolutely right. I meant actor. Sorry, yes. I'm acting right now.
Okarun is like, let's use the cubes to make a giant robot out of the house. Well, he doesn't say giant robot. He says something big.
Yeah,
big weapon.
Something big.
Just like Liam predicted last time.
Yeah. Yet again, he's too good at media. So we get a great transformation sequence of the house.
Well, that's technically in the next episode, I think.
No, it's this episode because then they stop.
Oh yeah, so they go into the dining room, whatever, with the tatami mats and the low dining table.
Yep.
Crucially, when we cut to it, them all being in the room, Gigi is lying under the table, face down.
Because he's evil eye and he wants to murder. But he can't murder, so he's bored.
That's right. He spends this whole episode being like, it cuts to him and he's just like, I want to kill someone.
Literally that.
Yeah.
He's just standing there.
Now
like,
we don't need to talk about the rest of his contributions to the episode.
So they start transforming the house.
And Okarun is trying, but he can't get a good mental image of what he wants to turn it into.
Yeah, so...
And so the whole house starts to collapse in on them.
Yeah, so Okarun gets sent to...
No, not yet.
No, not yet.
Because Kinta is like, this is my moment. I've been obsessed with giant robots forever. Let me focus on the image.
Oh, do we have to?
And they all begrudgingly let him.
Yep. And so I think Ira gets sent off on a conveyor belt after going,
the house starts to do a giant robot transformation. Yeah. And it's pulling from like Voltron or Power Rangers, the like stock footage sequences they would do every episode when the giant robot is assembling.
Hell yeah. Where it's like something folds.
Yeah, and like in a Voltron show, it would be like they get on a zip line and then like they go to a volcano or whatever.
Yeah.
So they all get sucked through different like air vent style tubes into the rest of the house, essentially. Okarun goes into the bathroom and through all the toilet water to a chamber.
You made a sound.
My nightmare.
Yeah, you literally were like, that's all clean water, that is.
But it's toilet water, Nick.
Yeah, it's non-potable.
It's associated with the toilet. Water has memory.
Water has memory?
Yeah, what's that fucking pseudoscience bullshit?
Hydrophilia?
No, the thing like this water used to have like a tincture of such and such in it. So where you dilute like
homeopathy.
Homeopathy, yeah.
Yeah.
Homeopathically speaking, that water's toilet.
To be fair, if someone put 1% of shit in my water, I'd be like, yeah, that's not good water anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They all just get chunked around in tubes for a little while.
Yeah, and they all land in these chairs.
And they're all shouting things like, what the fuck is happening to me right now? And they land in these classic...
Well, not Gigi. Or Evil Eye, I guess.
Giant robot cockpit chairs. And there's a lot of fun in this episode with... Again, it's really heavily pulling from Sentai shows.
Ultraman.
And Voltron and stuff. You know, the classic little screen pops up in the cockpit with the other person's face. They can communicate with each other effortlessly.
There's a nice shot of what the current robot looks like, as it says.
It's gradually forming as it's standing tall.
Yeah, and it has things on the screen like roboto, sci-fi.
Yeah, so I've got one of those photos up now. It's so look, we'll do the reveal first and then talk about the detail. It stands up and it becomes huge, and it plucks the Torii gate from the front of the shrine yard and puts it on its forehead, where it becomes one of those Gundam V forehead wing things.
Yes.
But then we get a shot of the whole thing, and for some reason it's half giant robot, half Buddha statue. Because it turns out Momo said, when you said imagine something big, I just kind of thought of a Buddha.
And then everyone's like, oh, okay. So
it's it looks like one of the many classic giant Buddha statues you might have seen around the world.
Yep. Like just a normal, it's got one hand up in like a waving, an open palm. That's the word.
And the other hand down in an open palm. And there's this digital display that says it's 40 meters tall, weighs 35,000 tons. Manga katen, don't know what that means. Science fiction, temenadeze. There's a bunch of, almost English, almost Japanese phrasing here.
Yeah. There's a lot of English.
Roboto gadai sukida.
Do you want me to pronounce that?
No.
Okay.
I think I did it flawlessly. Roboto daisuki.
Roboto daisuki. Fascinating.
Anyway, Great Kinta Basatu Z version.
Z version or Zeta version?
Well, it says Ziva on the digital display.
Gotcha.
It's cool. Like, it's funny. It's funny that they fucked it up, but it's cool.
Yeah. And the immediate next question they have is, okay, well, how do we, pilot it?
Yeah. And they're all kind of yelling at each other, and someone that comes onto the screen yelling, "Everyone stop yelling!" It's fun.
Yeah. Kinta is like, all right, look, I know what's up.
Great Kinta Bodhisattva Zeta version. Do we need to talk about Buddhism at all? Is this something we need to cover? We're not qualified for this.
I can tell you from the anime notes that no, we don't need to talk about Buddhism, but we might need to talk about Cha Aznable.
There was an expression that I used while watching the show that maybe we want to unpack. Which is, if you meet the Buddha on the road, murder him.
Yeah, you just said that like it was a normal thing to say.
Kill him, sorry, is the expression.
Is this a normal thing that Buddhists say to you? Like when you go to a Buddhist temple and
I don't know if it's a common expression, but it is a
tenet of...
Not a tenet, it's a lesson or
an idea.
A thought experiment.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I've pulled up lionsroar.com. Don't know what this website is, but that's got a good summary.
Okay.
9th century Chinese Buddhist monk Lin Ji Yishuan famously told his disciples, if you meet the Buddha on the road, kill him.
That
blah, blah,
doesn't
blah.
explain
I'm getting
what
there.
it is.
Okay, this person's now diverting into their own personal Buddhism journey, so I'm just skimming for the relevant part.
Can you give me the cliff notes of that Buddhism journey?
I'm going to get a different website.
Yeah, okay. Did they have a good Buddhism journey, though?
I don't give a shit.
Is one of the tenets of Buddhism curiosity?
I don't know.
Do you reckon we'd make good Buddhists if we went to the temple of...
I'm not comfortable with this line of conversation.
Okay,
I don't want to diminish this.
You don't want to diminish the spiritual power of Buddhism, but I want to know if we'd be good Buddhists.
Okay, I've pivoted to dharmawheel.net.
Oh,
the Buddhism forum.
That sounds a lot more Buddhist.
Okay, so part of Buddhism is, in my understanding, is like letting go of attachment and desire.
And being alive, it would seem from that saying.
No.
Okay, never mind.
So like, you've got the icon of the Buddha and you might be tempted to idolize him, but you've got to let go of that attachment as well.
So it's not killing...
Figuratively, they should be killed, along with the ideas of yourself, as a Buddha, a student, a teacher, son or daughter, brother or sister.
Right, okay. So to be a Buddhist, you have to get rid of the idea of Buddha, like as a thing, if that makes sense. It's like there's no Buddha God.
You've got to be comfortable letting go.
Yeah, there's no Buddha God to cling to.
Yeah.
It's like,
you shouldn't let your adherence to the tenets of Buddhism itself be an attachment that you use as a crutch.
Yeah.
I think.
You can't be clingy.
And like I said, we're out of our depth here.
TLDR, you can't be clingy, just chill. Yeah.
Okay.
I like that. That's a nice thing. I mean, it's phrased insanely, but that's a nice thing to think about. It's like you can't let your obsessions overtake you and be like, oh, no, but guys, the Buddha, he's a thing. And you're like, no, man, you're the thing.
It's about like desire. Suffering comes from attachment and desire, so you've got to let go of that, and then you pursue enlightenment.
Is it the Buddhist monks who are super into cleaning stuff every day?
I don't know.
And they're like, it's about the ritual of just waking up, being disciplined, going about your day without desiring anything, and then going back to bed. And then they make like a sand art or something, where it's like this beautiful tapestry, and then at the end of the day, they sweep it away.
Maybe. That sounds in alignment with what we've just discussed.
Yeah. It's literally like a full room of sand, where they're like, putting down little bits to make a beautiful artwork. And then at the end of the day, they just shink it away. And it's like, why?
The robot tries to fight the monster.
The kaiju.
but they don't know how to move it, and a whole heap of comical shit happens, like a cuckoo clock explodes out of it, and it sticks its tongue out.
It gets its head smashed in, but
and
its arm falls off.
Okarun gets ejected and goes flying and spends some time pulling his parachute ripcord.
Yeah, it's a good shot because it's like he's falling in his chair and he's trying to get out of the chair. He looks back and we're in first person Okarun POV.
Yeah, that is cool.
And it's like you see these two giant beings, one of which is dominating Buddha, and he looks back, still can't get his stuff off, looks back again. Now he's being flung over there. He's like, oh no. And then he lands on the ground. We're back out of POV mode. And then he looks over and he's like, oh, I got to save Momo. And then he sees Evil Eye.
Yeah, the mech has been knocked down and Evil Eye busts out of it like the alien from Alien.
And he's like, huzzah! I'm free at last to do what I want.
And it gets stepped on. And then uses his enormous strength to throw the foot away. And it's like, now I'm free.
Yeah.
And so then the rest of this episode, Evil Eye and Okarun are just on the ground spectating the fight.
Yeah. Well, he gets flung away by the tail.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
but he comes back.
He kind of lands and he's all like, oh.
And so Okarun provides on-the-ground commentary while Evil Eye is behind him being like, that thing's so cool, I want to fight it, for the rest of the episode.
Yeah. But Okarun also, importantly, doesn't want to let Evil Eye fight anything.
That's right, because the deal was he would only fight Okarun, and if they start to loosen that, then there could be trouble.
Exactly. It's a slippery slope when you deal with yokai.
Yeah.
Now, at this point, Kinta has a bit of a moment.
He goes gold mode. He does.
He does. No, you're absolutely right. He does.
He spends a lot of time monologuing about how his whole life he's wanted to fly a giant robot.
Now, why is it important, Liam?
We'll get to that.
Say more.
For now, he's saying, Kinta, the end of Joy Toy, Pegasus Sakata.
That's the name of the robot he makes, I think.
No, Kinta Sakata is his name.
Ah, he's the Pegasus.
Sure, the end of Joy Toy. And then 6 minutes into the episode, we cut to the OP. And that was long enough that I was like, this episode can't be over already, can it?
You got weirdly angry.
I thought we were done. I thought we were cliffhangering on this robot fight.
Absolutely not. We finish our robot fights in this show.
I mean, we ended on a pretty big cliffhanger last season, so the precedent was there.
Precedent. Oh, the precedent, of course. You know, for a moment I went, the president might have been in this show. I mean, it's possible, right? So
he gives the mech a makeover. It's gold now, and it has Kamina sunglasses from Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann.
Yeah, so it's a lot sleeker. It's got like proper Gundam style, kind of like knee pads and like arms.
And he's figured out in classic mech style, all you need to do to drive it is to think of what you want to do, with the justification that it's because of the cubes that respond to your mind.
Exactly. So he's now completely reconfigured everything.
But it's like how in every mech show, they just put their hands on like the two controls and just move and yell, and that makes the mech do whatever they want.
Yeah,
you know.
And I think for the rest, or almost the rest of this episode, Momo is stuck inside airbags that go off.
That's right. The airbags go off every time the mech gets knocked down,
and so the whole episode, she's just stuck in airbags. Yep. Ira is also somewhere in the mech, not really saying that much, but he's having a great time.
That's right, and he's doing a lot of like mech pastiche moves. At one point, the mech's arm gets knocked off, so he shouts "rocket punch" and throws his own severed hand at it, which I don't know if it's a deliberate illusion, but the same thing also happens in the first episode of Pat Labor, where Noah's mech gets its arm knocked off, and so she throws it at the enemy to defeat it.
I need to talk to you about probably 3 very important things here.
Okay.
At one point, Kinta basically having now recreated the mech,
because it's made of the cubes, it keeps getting like its legs knocked off, its arms knocked off, and then he just uses his mind to reform it.
Yeah. He, at some point, remarks that the robot has a 5-fold power, or something like that.
Okay.
Which is a reference to Amuro Ray in Gundam. The first time he pilots it.
That's right, the first Gundam protagonist.
Yeah. There's a scene where the great Kinta Bodavista rises after kicking the kaiju, and Kinta slowly smiling, if you remember that, where he's like in the pilot seat and he like slowly smiles.
Sure, that's some Char Aznable shit.
Yeah, literally, Char Aznable's Zagok in the Jaburo infiltration.
Oh, we've all been there. We've all had our Zagok in the Jaburo.
Exactly. The soundtrack in the scene...
Jaburo's belly, am I right?
The soundtrack in the scene has beats similar to Sasotaru Cha, one of Cha's themes.
Okay.
And the camera angles throughout the fight were inspired by the Ultraman series kaiju fights. So almost every single move where he just says some random bullshit.
Oh,
and,
yeah. I fully
hucks it,
assumed that.
absolute Ultraman reference.
If not to specific moves, then just as a general concept.
Oh,
definitely.
Yeah.
Look, they keep fighting, and then he has a flashback.
So he has this Gundam kit, or rather a Dundam kit.
That's right, the legally distinct Gundam.
The legally distinct Gundam in his locker, and he's pulling it out.
All the other school kids are like, wow, that loser, he's still playing with Gundams at his age.
Imagine enjoying your life. Yeah.
Me, when anyone at work asks what my podcast is about.
You're still doing podcasts? Is it 2008?
Well, it's not the podcast element, it's the anime element.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yep, okay, I can see how that would be that. But still, imagine enjoying life. You know what I was thinking about the other day? Thematically similar to this.
Go on.
Do you remember when we were growing up, probably in high school-ish, I would say, like high school, uni, and like games were still kind of like a
niche.
Yeah, like a niche or like nerdy, geeky kind of thing to do, and not in the nerd
like a socially maladjusted
like a
school shooter.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, you're over there. Oh, you play Counter-Strike every day?
Well, that was never me. I was never really into like military shooters.
No, you were into Guild Wars and I want to say RuneScape?
RuneScape, definitely, yeah.
If you played RuneScape, people would be like, oh, okay.
No, everyone loved RuneScape.
No one had anything bad to say about RuneScape, especially not the teacher. But like back then, it was still
genuinely. I think like 3/4 of the guys in my year played old school RuneScape. Well, it was just RuneScape 2 at the time.
Yeah.
Everyone loves RuneScape.
Everyone loves RuneScape. But like that was when I was in school. Everyone looked at my friend group who were like, we enjoy like World of Darkness and like
vampire shit.
Yeah, Warhammer 40k.
Fascist shit.
We really, really are into like anime, especially around like 5 centimeters per second stuff.
I don't know what that is, but go on.
Oh, it's like...
You don't need to explain.
Yeah, it's like high school anime shit. It's fine. But like all this stuff was like super niche. Fast forward to now, every single person I talk to, if I just go, oh yeah, I really like this video game, they're like, same. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, everyone loves Helldivers too.
So I reckon there might just be like an element...
Final Fantasy 14.
I reckon there's an element of, if I said, man, I really wish I had time to make like the cool like Zoid
Model
Gundams.
kits.
Yeah, they'd look at me and go, man, you are speaking my fucking language. And they'd be like a jacked gym bro or something, you know?
Not for me. I don't really like having a lot of bric-a-brac.
Okay, maybe this is the last possible niche that exists then.
I mean, like, I'm not going to judge you, but like, it's to me, like, obviously there's a kind of a creative element because I assume you paint them or something.
Well, you pose them, paint them, and can add to them as well.
To me, it's Funkos.
Same
that
what?
it's just having like a plastic thing you put on your shelf. It's not for me.
Yeah, but also it's like the plastic thing that you made.
It's above a Funko because there's that sort of creative element, but to me, ultimately, it becomes the same thing, which is not what I'm about.
Would you hang a painting that you painted in your house?
Yeah, maybe, if it was good. If I was happy with it.
Yeah. It's like that.
Sure.
Yeah. But would you do it?
No.
Yeah, okay. That's okay. Yeah, all right. Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. Liam will never paint a painting.
I will only...
Yes?
I will only own the Laura Palmer murdered wrapped in plastic Funko Pop.
I see. Is that not just... Wait, is it an open Laura... Like, the body bag's open, or is it a closed...
It's not a body bag. It's like that plastic wrapping her corpse is found in.
Oh, like the clear wrapping?
Yeah.
Oh.
They sell that. That's crazy.
It's as a Funko Pop.
Yeah, as a Funko... You know, the black dead doll's eyes.
Yeah.
Destroy all Funko Pops. Go to the shops with a hammer. It's your destiny.
It's your duty as a sovereign citizen.
This is a direct message to you from Liam, your god. No. I'm like Jodie Foster telling that guy to kill Ronald Reagan, but destroy all Funko Pops.
Hey, I'm Nick. I'm not telling you to do that. I take no legal repercussion in this. No, you know what? I'm going to tell you instead to... Like, maybe make a gyudon, which is like a nice...
Is that a noodle dish or something?
No, it's like a rice with like poached beef on top. but you have it with like some onion, a nice egg on the side, spring onion on top.
Yeah, that's nice. A bit of protein.
Yeah.
It'll really give you a lot of good energy for when you go and smash up all those Funkos.
Exactly. It's not a joint message, but if you were going to go smash some Funko Pops,
it's not feasible because it would be giving money to the Funko Corporation.
Yeah. But buy all Funko
that most
Pops.
insidious of entities. But I feel like I would get satisfaction out of a rage room stocked with a huge Funko display.
Oh, so like you pick one Funko Pop, put it in the middle of the room, and then just
like a big stack.
A big stack of Funko Pops?
Hitting them with a hammer or a bat or something. You know, rage rooms?
Yeah.
You can go smash up some plates or a car or whatever.
But like...
Maybe after it goes out of business, you could buy some surplus Funkos and have yourself a good time.
Ooh, maybe. If they go bankrupt...
pennies on the dollar.
If they go bankrupt, you're like, I'll pay you $1
for all of your stock.
all Funko Pops.
That's right.
Yeah. We're never going to make any more, and thus it's a limited edition Rage Room experience.
That's right. Ooh. And that means it's lucrative.
That means you could set up in Vegas, and it would fit right the fuck in.
Mm.
So he has this flashback of Dundum.
Yeah.
Where he has this box of Dundums, and he's walking around school. Everyone's like, what a fucking loser.
Yeah, some other boys drive their bike into him and like, watch where you're going, loser.
I reiterate again, Kinta is all of us.
Never really got bullied in high school.
Well, look at you.
People genuinely either liked me or just didn't run in my circles.
Oh, well, shit. All right. We've led very different lives, you and I. But anyway, he gets knocked down, and the Dundum box goes across the ground. He's smashed to the ground. The bullies ride off on their bike, and we're all like, poor Kinta.
And we're intercutting between him reaching for his precious box and also the mech reaching for its severed arm so it can reassemble itself. And he's giving this dramatic monologue about how he still does this shit, even though maybe he's quote-unquote too old for it, because he likes it. And he
loves it.
Yeah, it's his passion, and it makes him feel good. And so as he declares that, the mech reassembles itself, bingo bango.
And he's full gold mode again.
Yeah.
He beats down on this fucking kaiju.
It's an expression of joy for the nerdy shit that makes you happy.
Exactly. Manga, for example. Not saying that the mangaka put it in on purpose.
A sweet, juicy mango.
Now, Liam, why specifically a mango?
It's almost the same word as manga, isn't it?
Well, like a sweet, pulpy
It does
pleasure.
Exactly. It does the invisibility thing again, where it gets another sucker punch on him. Just also fun to highlight that while it's doing that, Kinta takes off his cracked glasses and opens his jacket pocket where he's got another 3 sets of glasses in there.
Pristine, each and every one of them.
Such a guy. Such a fucking archetype.
He's all of us. I keep saying this.
The mech gets knocked around, so all the airbags go off, and he's going to get killed, but he can't reach the eject button because of the fucking airbags.
Oh, no.
Fucking design problems. Who designed this fucking thing? Kinta. Ironically, he's getting himself killed.
He's his own worst enemy.
That's right.
And so then Momo's like, oh my God.
Spear-like tail is coming down to kill them.
Yeah, and Momo's like, fuck this, dude. I hate these airbags. And just psychically shoops up a massive psychic beam of energy.
To catch the
big tail.
The murderous tail. And it turns out
Okurun surmises
that the mech makes the powers of the people piloting it bigger.
Yeah, that's it.
So, this all happens kind of interspersed, but a few things happen at once. Ira and Momo both manifest their powers. And there's a lot of bickering back and forth, but Ira uses her now mechanically huge hair to bind the kaiju. And then
now they can see it.
But they still can't get the mech back together in time to fight it before it breaks free of the bindings. So Momo uses her mind hands to connect the severed limbs, the arms, and the legs. You know, limbs. You've heard of them.
To
the torso of the mech, such that it's kind of like Rayman now, where it's got its hands and feet with a gap filled by the psychic energy.
Yeah.
And then the torso. You know Rayman.
Yeah, I know Rayman.
Everybody loves Rayman.
Yeah. Everyone.
Deborah, my hands and legs aren't connected.
Oh, who's the brother? Who's the...
Robert. Played by that guy.
Well.
That guy, he's tall. He was in an episode of Seinfeld. He was in Porco Rosso.
Rayman thinks he's so good because he's missing his
arms.
shoulders. Well. Bet you feel real big with just those hands of yours, Rayman. I'm watching you, you goddamn... Is that what he says?
Pretty much.
Yeah, okay.
That's the crux of it.
Yeah.
Marie, where's my lasagna? I'm not a part of the arms and legs bit.
And then the dad's just there, just being
that's who I was doing.
Oh, I thought that was Raymond.
Well, because I did the exact same voice for both of them.
Yeah.
Well, says a lot about you, doesn't it?
Oh, God, I'm assuming so much about
I guess
people.
I was just too much of a truth teller to act well in that circumstance.
See, you're employing method acting, where you bring yourself into the role, but you have to become, I guess, a sort of happily married 40-year-old man.
Look, there's a lot of funny yelling because both Ira and Momo are getting motion sickness, but not Kinta, because he's been training to be a giant robot pilot his whole life, going on roller coasters and shit.
And like the big up-down one.
And they keep bickering and they can't fight effectively till Momo loses her temper and is like, you can't just punch a kaiju. And then she lifts it up with her mind hands, way up into the sky.
Huge into the sky.
It's spinning, it's doing very spiral power from Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann.
Yep.
Drill piercing the heavens, going up.
Yep.
You've got to power bomb it. And then she
hucks it down to the ground.
Yeah. And they win.
It's like a suplex, but not quite a suplex.
Yeah, it's another wrestling.
Yeah. And we get some great shots in extreme detail of it hitting the ground from multiple camera angles.
Is the power bomb? The power bomb might be the one where you, like, obviously on a human scale of things, not being able to lift someone way up into the sky,
into space. Sure.
I think it's where you pick them up. You turn them around
upside down.
Yeah, vertically.
Yeah,
and then you like
jump off
drop your legs out from under you such that you're bombing their head between your legs into the mat.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah. So they do that.
They do that, and then like a light switch, they're just back in daytime in the ordinary city in their mech.
And everyone is like, oh my
All
God.
These people are like, look at that fucking giant robot.
Hey, is that a giant robot?
Is that a UMA or a UAP?
I think it's gonna be a kaiju.
I'm walking here.
The kaiju...
on the grass.
The kaiju at this point has deflated to the size of a person.
Yeah, it's like maybe the size of two people.
But
it's the size of a big rubbery suit a person would be in.
Yeah, but the giant robot is still the size of a giant robot. Yeah. And so immediately, Kenta, Momo, and Ira are like, oh shit, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
Use the cubes.
And so they squish on the cubes and it turns into a UFO.
Momo tries to imagine a UFO, but she's not great at it.
Yeah, so
it's still got the big golden arm hanging.
Yeah, it's technically a UFO, but it's a real shit house-like UFO.
Yeah. That's funny. It flies away, and then we cut back to a few minutes as Okarun sees that half of the scene, sees all the people gathering around the kaiju.
And is like, oh shit, Evil Eye, I need to get you out here right now.
Evil Eye is on top of the Kamigoe City sign.
And he's like, hey, get down from there. And Evil Eye's like, no, you've been telling me I can't do anything all day.
Real childhood tantrum shit.
Yeah. He's like,
can't fight that, can't climb up here. Mew.
Well, what if I can climb up here?
And so Okarun goes and buys a hot bun, hucks it into his mouth, and
yeah, he's like, hey,
the heat returns him to normal.
I just love it's like he's on the top. He's like, I'm not doing anything else you tell me. He goes and gets a hot bun. He's like, eat this, and then he comes down and eats it.
Dragon Ball Z teleports down onto all fours,
and he's eating it. And then Gigi wakes up immediately because it's all super hot.
Yeah,
he's like, oh, what are we doing? It's like, we're getting this kaiju out of here. It's like, great, I'm all in for it. And then they
there's a kind of a comedic semi-chase sequence where they're both holding it and running, and there's a small crowd chasing them, which is getting smaller every cut. Just one guy
Tom
at the
Clancy
end.
Fans.
What's the deal with this? I couldn't really tell because I wasn't listening close enough if it was Okarun and Gigi yelling at each other about what's going on, or if they were yelling to this one guy who was still chasing them.
No. So Gigi and Okarun are talking to each other about like, so what is this kaiju?
Yeah, right.
Like, what happened while I was out, man? Because obviously Gigi doesn't remember anything.
Yeah.
He's like, what is it? It's like, well, I mean, it's probably a UAP or whatever. Oh, no. But it's probably a space kaiju, but we have to call it this. And they keep renaming it again and again.
Yeah, right.
Which, of course, is a reference to every single Ultraman naming system ever.
If you say so.
I assume.
You can't just do this. You can't keep getting away with it.
God, I'm good. But it's like, you know...
And I lost a few photos there because my phone's memory filled up. So.
Yeah. But it's like one of those things where they just keep renaming it and keep being like, oh, but it's this. No, but it's this. And then they eventually arrive back at the house.
And there's this like luxurious shot of them both passing through the Torii Gate. They're both like, so even though they've been hauling this thing for miles, they're so joyous and they're like sparkling. Haha, still image. It feels very...
Yeah, because they finally got there. They've been running for like...
That shot feels like it might be a reference to something, or maybe it's just like when someone passes like the finish line on a race.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, we did it.
Yeah.
And they're finally so filled with joy. They relax on the ground. The kaiju suit guy is there.
Oh, we skipped over it, but basically, in short, they get the UFO back to the house. The house turns back into a crude version of the normal house, but it's all twisted up.
Yep.
None of the insides are where they should be.
And you got obsessed with
the two girls both have enormous late onset motion sickness and run to throw up. And there's a fun shot as Momo is like frantically running repeatedly into the camera through various doors that shouldn't be there, and then she's gonna basically throw up into the camera, and we cut to black with like a splurge of light.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be the last shot of the season before the cut to the whole Ocarina thing.
You became mildly obsessed.
There's this little white bird thing.
Well, it's a bit more than little.
It's like a big white bird statue.
Yeah.
Like a crude seagull on the exterior of their house.
And it's like, one of those cutesy looking big, like fat, like teddy
What
bears,
it reminded me of, this probably isn't deliberate, but what it reminded me of is there's a character in Gintama called Elizabeth.
Okay, go on.
Who is just like kind of like a guy. It's kind of like it's either an alien, but also implied to be a guy in a costume, which is just like a white duck.
Okay, and that's what it looks like to you.
Yeah.
How ironic! The white duck should show up at this crucial.
Well, because his name's Kintaka, which is like Sakata Gintoki. Sakata is his surname, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like JoJo.
It's giving Gintama in terms of his name, and that feels like it could be a Gintama thing, but it might not be. Here's a picture of Elizabeth.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look at this. Oh, damn. No, that is... Yeah, okay, I can see that now. Yeah, damn. So anyway...
Here's a picture of the guy who lives inside Elizabeth's mouth.
Those are weird red glasses. Why the red glasses?
Sinister glint.
Aren't we all? Anyway, so they all come out of the house. Well, actually, no, just Kenta comes out of the house because the other two are...
Throwing up.
Profoundly
Throwing up
sick.
big style.
Yeah. And Kinta sees the kaiju on the ground. They just see Kinta there walking along, and he's all like, well, looks like...
Yeah, he's doing this big monologue. He's being annoying.
So Okarun and Gigi are just like, oh, hey, Kinta. Here's the kaiju's like, well, looks like you need my help yet again. It wasn't a problem for me to defeat this kaiju once before, but now it seems... It has re-emerged. Come back to our house to plague our lives like the cretin it is. And I shall handle this heartily with my powerful Kinta energy.
They kind of disregard that.
Yeah.
Gigi's being really positive, like, great work, Kinta! And then, Kinta's being really negative to him because he's already decided he doesn't like him.
Shut your face, handsome man.
At one point, he's like, Okarun, I can't believe you're hanging out with this two-faced... popular boy.
And one face.
That's right. And Gigi's like, hey, that's right, you probably shouldn't trust me.
So good. So eventually Okarun starts inspecting the...
He's looking for his golden ball.
Yeah, because he's like...
And they exposit to
Kinta
about that, and he gets the wrong end of the stick, but it's fine.
Yeah. But
hey, it looks like there's a human-like shape in its mouth.
And so then he realizes, there's a big zip, like...
Right down the front of the interior.
Yeah. So he starts unzipping the big suit.
Yep.
And
there's a beautiful alien babe in there.
And it looks like an Evangelion suit lady.
Yeah, plug suit, kind of the same hair color. I mean, I don't know if it's deliberate illusion. Kind of the same hair color as, what's her name? C2 from...
Guardians of the Galaxy?
No, Lelouch of the Rebellion. Code Geass.
Yeah, okay. Who is that?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, gotcha.
It's not important.
Excellent.
But short hair, kind of an Evangelion style plug suit, classic alien antennae.
Still splayed, limbs are splayed
unconscious
out in the suit.
And Momo's coming out like, hey freak, can you fix the house? Oh my god, they're smooching.
So for no reason whatsoever, she seems to have gotten up and now they're making out.
Yeah, and the other two boys in the background are visibly reeling.
They are losing their mind. Like, they are going crazy.
Like, the lighting is...
It's all on...
Okarun's really backlit, she's really front lit, and there's huge shadow behind her.
Yeah. It's like one of those, like, big spotlights.
Yeah.
All on Okarun right now.
I mean, what could that mean? Is she trying to steal his nutrients? Maybe.
No idea. So then Momo squishes the cube that she apparently was holding onto.
Yep.
The house behind her explodes, much in the same way as episode 1.
Yep. UFO explosion.
Yep. And then it zooms in on her eyes.
The end.
That's it. That's the end of the season.
Done.
Who is this mysterious woman? We'll never know.
Probably some sort of space alien.
Oh, yeah.
I will say,
How do I do?
with the other two main members of the other two main additions to our main cast,
Our troop, if you will.
Ira and Gigi,
Yeah.
seeing as they both ended up with ghost powers as opposed to sci-fi powers, I was feeling like that was kind of a niche that was being underserved.
Yep.
So it was cool to see, I mean, for all of Kinter's personality problems, it's cool to have that kind of come to the fore. And, you know, depending on what they do with this alien lady, that could be another
Kind of element
another
of
sci-fi pro tag
Yeah.
to kind of balance it out.
more kind of weird UFO shenanigans
Yeah.
that aren't the Serpoids.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's it. That's all
I was
that's
saying
currently-
to you when they were getting the person out of the interior of the kaiju before we saw it, I was like, oh, it's not going to be fucking Chiquitita. It's just taking his toy for a...
Yeah. Oh, man. Could you imagine
Because
if it was...
he's kind of yellowish, you know? So if they saw the golden ball that initially
Yeah.
led them there, because they're like, oh, that was just my head.
Could you imagine? Yeah, but that's it. That's all the currently released anime of Dandadan.
Great.
The manga is much further on. So I can tell you right now that there are characters in the show that are in further chapters of the manga that I've obviously been drawn into the show now, which is very cool.
Classic part 4 of JoJo's maneuver.
Exactly. But, you know, they haven't continued making Dandadan because they're maybe a bit busy making The Ghost in the Shell, which is the new...
Legend of the Galactic Heroes.
Exactly. So, yeah, we got to wait until season 3 comes out for Dandadan to be like, who is this? What could it mean?
What kind of space alien
What's
is she?
the deal with that bully from Kinter's flashback?
I feel like Kinter's the bully. He's been so mean to our boy Okarun and our boy Gigi for no good reason.
He's all of us.
I don't identify with Kinter, and I would like you to stop saying that.
I can't. It's part of me now. So now, what are we doing? What are we going to do?
Well, do you want to ask me some questions?
Well, what do you think's going to happen next
My
time?
highlight
Oh,
is...
yeah. What is your highlight?
I mean, it's got to be the mech transformation sequence, right?
It's good stuff.
And then immediately undercut by all of their personality problems. That's
Wait,
good gear.
The first mech or the second mech?
The first
transformation?
one.
The first one, yeah.
It's like, why is it a Buddha? Why are we all yelling at each other? Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
And they're all going through their Voltron tubes.
Except for Okarun, I assume, because the water.
I mean, it's part of a good bit.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want that to happen to me.
I wouldn't want to
But it's fine that I watched a TV show where it happens.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to live in 40k. Damn, it's good stuff.
It's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You just don't get me.
Yeah. So,
The Hedgehog's Dilemma.
the hedgehog's still
Don't worry about it.
Anyway.
That'll come up later.
Oh, no. Is it an Evangelion thing?
That'll come up later.
Oh, no. My highlight is really hard to pick because there's so many good bits in these two episodes. I want to say it's getting new alien babe because it's so weird to me. Like, obviously, it was a big suit the whole time. Like, so obviously, when you look back, it's
I
like,
mean,
oh,
we
yeah.
even talk. Like, I just assumed it was like a design homage, but it even
Yeah.
looks like a big rubbery Godzilla
Exactly.
suit.
But the whole time, we're just like, oh, it's just a big kaiju reference. Yeah, sure. And then when it's like, oh, no, there's just a zipper here, I was like,
Of course.
of course. And then there's someone inside, you're like, oh, new gang member. I'm like, oh,
Maybe.
fantastic.
Who's to say?
It's just such a beautiful, like,
Alien love triangle?
no. Ira?
Alien Ira? Ira was an alien all along?
Can you have a love rectangle? Can you have a
It
love
wouldn't be that,
pentagram?
because that's, I mean, this configuration wouldn't be that. Because they're all interested in Okarun.
Yeah. Oh, so it's just, is this becoming a harem anime?
Maybe.
Maybe. Oh no. Okarun, no.
But it's not the shape. A rectangle isn't the right shape.
Wrong configuration.
Exactly.
Yeah, you need a circle of some kind with a pentagram inside.
Even now, a triangle is probably still most appropriate. It's just that he's in the center of the triangle.
Wait, who's the third person?
Momo, Ira, alien babe.
Oh, I see what you're saying. But isn't a love triangle, there's one direction that it goes
Yeah,
in?
but that's not what we're talking about right now.
Right, we're talking about an this is going to be a deep cut. An Arcanist style Final Fantasy XIV inside the book circle with the glyphs that you're
You could have just said like a
producing.
pentagram or something. You could have said it.
Now, I've already said pentagram too many times. We're talking about a Slayer album cover.
What we do is we do need to get 2 more women interested in Okarun so that we can have like a classic 5-pointed star pentagram.
Yes. We can even go, if we get 6 more ladies in this, then we can make a nonagon.
I think I would probably stop watching this show if that became what we were doing.
There are 9 women.
Hell, I think I might stop watching this show anyway.
God
I mean, we finished it, but...
Yeah, but it's good stuff. Yeah, but no, I think it's just like, it's one of those things where it's so dumb but so good and so chaotic to just be like, oh, look, there's someone in here. Oh, look, it's just a suit. I'm like, of course, this whole time. Yeah. Low light. I think the fight dragged on a bit in the first episode. I think they could have been a bit snappier. Like, it was all good bits, but I think it could have been a bit snappier.
Yeah, I don't really know what I'm picking.
Yeah.
I thought it was...
It's hard.
Well, it was a good, entertaining couple of episodes.
Yeah. It's all really, really good stuff. That's my only critique.
And, like, I dislike Kinta, but I'm kind of meant to, you know?
Yeah. But then you're meant to be like, oh, he's all of us.
You're meant to pity him.
Yeah.
Like a worm. Or a small crab.
Okay, let's ease up on that. He could be a lobster, you don't know. Not just a crab. He's more than a crab. He's a... What's the mantis shrimp? He's a mantis shrimp. Actually, no, that's the alien guy.
Yeah, we got those already.
Yeah, never mind. He can't be a mantis shrimp. Canonically, it's already... Yeah. No low light from Liam. He's trying real hard. He's got that face on him that's like, I'm gonna get this and you don't have to look at the map. I know where I'm going.
My face is saying, I'm gonna get this and you don't need to fill for time because I'll just cut it.
And he's filling time no matter what.
Ugh. My low light is that gross shot of
Okurin.
Kinta flapping his jowls to get sweat all over
Gigi. Where he's just like, whoomp.
And he'd be like, take my sweat and snot.
Yeah. And it like touches up against him.
Yeah. Yuck.
Yeah. Oh, he really is all of us. So Liam, question. Do we want to try and predict what happens next in Dandadan? Or should I just try and figure out what the fuck Evangelion is?
Yeah, tell me what your expectations for Evangelion are.
So I know a lot about Evangelion
it's kind of a hard show if you're in like a nerd space to not absorb.
Yeah, for the last some 30 years, I have heard about Evangelion. I have seen scenes from Evangelion, and I have heard about something called a Shinji.
Okay,
so
the last of the many nouns I thought you might have
I think you explained it to me as it's...
He's a small boy. He wants to be a big boy.
Yeah, there's been some big calamity that has occurred, and now aliens are attacking the last refuge of humanity in, like, New Tokyo or something. But in order to fight them, they have to pilot these big mechs known as EVAs, which might just stand for Evangelical
Preacher
robots. But the big EVAs fight the angels. I know that much. They're called angels. And the angels are all aliens, ? Or maybe we don't know where they come from. Shinji is the kid who is the son of the guy who made a clone of his wife to pilot the robots. But Shinji has to pilot the robots because he needs to go through trauma with the robot or something. I also know that he's in hospital one time and he gets his mum clone to jerk him off and he's like, I'm so fucked up.
Okay.
And I'm like, or something like that.
That's not
technically correct.
I mean, I'm
so on point, aren't I?
The thing is, everything that you said
technically true.
Was like up until that point.
Okay.
Was broadly like the broad thrust of it is basically right, but you got some finer details off.
Yeah, okay.
Like there's other civilization, like not just Tokyo, for example.
Yeah, okay.
He does jerk off in hospital in the movie.
Yeah.
His mum doesn't jerk him off.
No, the clone of his mum. What? Okay. Someone jerks him off.
He does.
No, does he? Oh. I could have sworn the whole thing was that he was like, help me out. I can't use my arms.
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's like a porn concept.
Yeah. Evangelion. So
look, it's meant to be like a kind of like gross impulse control thing this teen boy is doing.
Oh, okay. I know that there is a...
Oh my God.
I know there's a German girl or something who shows up that everyone's obsessed with because she has long orange hair and she's all like, I'm the best. I know the dad's a piece of shit. There's an ending that apparently makes no sense with all the clapping, but I don't actually know. Like everyone I've talked to about it has gone like, oh yeah, the ending is a fucking acid trip. And I'm like, what does that mean? It's like, well, they ran out of budget. I'm like, but what does that mean? So I'm not really sure what it's meant to, like what happened. But I know that something happens, and then at the end they're all clapping for Shinji to be like, "You're cool now." And then the show ends.
And then he puts on his sunglasses and rides off into the sunset.
Just like a little Elvis Jones.
Just like we do at the end of every episode of JoJo's World.
I think there's...
That was kind of my segue.
There's some older lady as well.
Nick.
There's some older lady as well who's like the mother figure for Shinji, and there's a lot of battles, and everyone keeps saying that the robot battles aren't the point of the show, but we're gonna find that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll find out all of that and more next time. We'll find out all of that next time.
Yeah, and no more.
That's right. But until then,
to be continued.